everyone, welcome to another Knit with Hannah casting on video. We are doing the knit cast on today. This is quite simple. As soon as you know how to knit, you can know how to do this cast on. So I use this occasionally. Not a lot, I must say. It's quite a loose cast on. It's a simple cast on to learn. So let me know when you use it, whether you use it all the time or in specific places when you're knitting. Hi everyone, welcome again. We're going to cast on, and today we're going to cast on with the knitted cast on. So we're going to start with a slip stitch again. I have my needles ready and I'm pulling the yarn from the centre of the ball. So slip stitch, hold the short end in your right hand, and we're just going to use those first two fingers on the left hand to create that slip stitch. So around those first two fingers near the tips and by the knuckles, and then underneath the first one and pull the second loop through. And there's the stitch, slip stitch. And crucially, this is the active yarn here. We can pull that tight as we start knitting if we need to. So we have yarn. I'm going to move that over to this side so I have it ready to start knitting. Pull out that, and I have the first needle with the slip stitch in my left hand and the second needle in my right hand. I'm going to act as if I'm knitting. So I have the yarn wrapped around my small finger, underneath the next two fingers and over this third finger here. There we go. Underneath, over the forefinger, I'm getting confused, over the forefinger, and I have the needle in between my thumb and the knuckle on my right hand. So first of all, for the second stitch, we put the needle through that slip stitch as if we're going to knit it, and that is exactly what we do. We knit it. We wind that around, pull that through, and instead of dropping the needle, the stitch from the left hand needle as we would if we were knitting, we put that second stitch onto the left hand needle. Simple as that. And then the next stitch is made in exactly the same way. We put this needle through the front of the stitch that we've just made, move that yarn around the right hand needle, pull that loop through, and that loop becomes the third stitch as it goes onto the left hand needle. And we continue with that same method for as many stitches as you need on your needle. So I'll just do a few more. There it goes. Through, wind the yarn around, pull, and slip it onto the left hand needle. Through the loop at the front of that stitch, yarn goes round, pull the yarn around through and slip it onto the left hand needle. And we're just creating a stitch every time we knit the last one. And it goes straight onto the left hand needle, and like I say, you continue with this until you have as many stitches on the needle as you require. Simple as that. Supposedly simple. And yes, it's not difficult. This, for me, has become like automatic pilot. Cast on stitches, okay. Boom, 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 boom. And there you go. I have quite a few stitches on that needle now. You can go back and watch this as many times as you need while you're casting on and practice. You could just do this, pull all the stitches off the needle and start again. If you don't think it's even enough, it's your first time casting on, I mean, why not? It will just take you an extra 5-10 minutes. So practice a few times if you fancy. Nothing has to be perfect when you're first knitting. Nothing has to be perfect when conventional practiced knitter is knitting either. I make mistakes and I leave them in my knitting because it doesn't really matter. What I've created doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. We have stitches on the needle created with the knit method. Thank you for joining me for this casting on video. You can find more of these videos along with other knitting Q&A videos and knitting e-courses on my website knitwithhannah.co.uk. You can also find more videos on my YouTube channel Knit with Hannah. Please share any questions or requests for videos in the comments below. You can find me on Instagram. Please share your latest knitting videos and projects, pictures with me at Knit with Hannah, #Knit with Hannah. I'd love to see what you're up to in the world of knitting. I hope you'll join me again soon. Bye!